Yep, you already know what it is. Southpaw Slick, live at work. And today's topic is women showing off their body online and the purpose or reason behind it. Now, this topic, once again, is from myself and it stems from what most of us probably seen throughout the years on social media. And that's with women saying they get dressed up to look good for themselves, but not to show off. But we already know that's a lie. And the reason this even came to mind was one of my coworkers. We were talking about what was it again? I'm trying to think what it was. That's it. I said, like when I made the video talking about how I won't take a woman serious if she's online twerking and showing off her body and got a OnlyFans and all that type of shit. And then she started talking about, like her, because I added her recently on Facebook. Like, what was the first thing you thought of when you looked at my page and looked at my pictures? And I was saying that I didn't really think much of it. Like it looks pretty normal to me, or that's how most women's pages look nowadays. So it didn't really stand out like that. Oh, just be honest with me. Be honest with me. So I'm like, yeah, like that is honest. Like that's all I can really tell you. I'm like, yeah, you might have certain clothes on, or if you're dressed scantily clad or whatnot. And of course, because we had a spicy conversation going, Charlie jumps in and interjects and says, well, how about the women, like going out in public wearing the yoga pants and showing off their breasts and boobs and everything? And that's when she says, that's the problem with you guys. You act like we get dressed up for you all. I said, maybe I'm getting dressed up because I want to look good. I'm saying, and if you have a nice body, here it is. And if you have a nice body, why not show it off? Okay, perfect. I love that. I love that every time these women say that. Why? Because you shot yourself in the foot. Allow me to explain. Okay, if you have a nice body, why not show it off? Okay, fine, that's fair. But show it off to whom? And why show it off? You're showing it off to your fellow peers and men. For what reason? To get attention and validation, right? Let's call a spade a spade. Once again, like I always say, don't want to take accountability and don't want to call a spade a spade. Always trying to flip it and make it seem like it isn't what it is. I was so glad she said that shit. If you have a nice body, why not show it off? I'm like, that's why. I'm saying, I told her that after she said that. Okay, fine. You're not getting dressed up for men, right? You're getting dressed up for yourself. But you like the attention that comes along. Let's stop lying to yourself. You like those likes and heart emojis and all that bullshit. You like that shit. And that's fine. But don't lie about it. You know what I mean? Now, as far as like with us, I'm saying like a man that gets dripped up from head to toe. Why is he getting dressed up? You know how like a lot of dudes say, "Oh, I'm stunting on them, I'm flexing on them." You know what I mean? I got these hoes dripping wet. Exactly. You're doing it to one up your fellow peers, if possible. Which I mean, that's hit or miss because I don't really care about that. I don't care if guys are looking at me or not. Why? Because I'm not trying to get validation from men for how I look. You know what I mean? Now, for what I do, as far as like if I put out a new song, Yeah, I want to get validation for that. But as far as what I look like, that's for the hoes. I'm saying if I go into the mall, for example, even though I haven't been in a couple of years, if I go into the mall and get dripped up, it's to get attention from these hoes. And 9 times out of 10, it works. And I like it. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, that's what we do. I'm saying as men and women. I'm saying you get dressed up nice. I'm saying whether you want to be drippy or debonair, if I want to wear a suit or whatnot, which I'll definitely get attention for that. I'm saying you doing it so you can attract the opposite or same gender if you're LGBT. That's what you're doing it for. That's why I'm saying, like, stop lying to yourself. Like, damn, you know, that's the only thing that irritates me with them is when they say, "Oh, I'm getting dressed up for me. I'm not getting dressed up for y'all." Okay, fine. That might be the initial thought, but when you step out with yoga pants, cleavage exposed, skirts above the hip and thighs, you're doing that shit for attention. Wearing flip-flops and heels with freshly done pedicure, which I appreciate. You know me. I'm saying you doing all of that. You're doing it for attention and validation. That's it. Let's call a spade a spade. That's the only thing is being in denial. That's like, stop lying to yourself. Just take accountability and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I guess because it has become so ubiquitous, I'm saying as far as like women, showing off their body online, it's like now women want to say they're not doing it for the attention. I'm doing it for myself because all these other hoes are doing it for attention. I'm thinking that's where it stems from. That's pure speculation. That's being hypothetical. I'm not saying that indefinitely, but that's what I'm starting to think. It's because you see it so much and women are doing it for that sole purpose. Now you having other chicks saying they're not doing it for that sole purpose. The same way how women don't want to call themselves feminists or say they're not feminists, even though they have a feminist mind state. You get what I'm saying? Once again, don't want to take accountability. Don't want to call a spade a spade. That's why I figure I address this one because it's another example of that. And in this case, it's dumb because we already know. I'm saying when you hop on social media, because she has one picture in particular where she has a skirt so fucking high up her hips and thighs, is like damn near her ass cheeks is out. I'm saying that, crop top, makeup like crazy, heels, open toe heels. I'm saying you showing off your body to get male attention. Let's stop lying. You know what I mean? Like, y'all kill me with that shit. you know. But I said I figure I'll just bring that one up because I thought it was funny. I'm saying when she said that, if you have a nice body, why not show it off? And I'm like, there you go, perfect. Shot yourself in the foot. Show it off to whom? Because if you say showing it off, it's not showing it off to you. You don't show off to yourself. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. Showing off is getting attention from everybody else. And that's what you're doing it for. You want to one up your female friends or just get validation from them. And you want to get attention, sexual attention at that from men. That's why you have your ass cheeks damn near out, titties out, open toes out. You want male attention. That's it. Lesbians do it for male attention. Even though they don't plan on fucking them, they like the thought that men are lusting after them. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of these strippers, a lot of them are lesbian, but they like men looking at them and lusting after them because they need somebody to throw that money. And men are the biggest tricks when it comes to that. So why not? But you're doing it for male attention, first and foremost. And you can't convince me otherwise. So, that being said, Southpaw Slick, I'm out.